This is a Rubik's Cube. You could turn each face however many times you want to get a jumble of colors. But without any knowledge of how to solve one, it seems like an impossible task. But today I'm going to show you how to solve a Rubik's Cube by using the beginner's method. But before we jump into it, we're going to need to talk about a few things, such as how the cube works and cube notation.
As you can see, the Rubik's Cube has 6 sides. The white is always across from yellow, green is always across from blue, and orange is always across from red. We know this because the centerpieces stay in the same place relative to each other. There's also edge pieces that have 2 colors and corner pieces that have 3 colors. In order to understand how we turn each layer, we're going to understand cube notation. This just means we're either turning the right layer, the left layer, the upper layer, or the front layer. This is indicated by just the letter alone, which means it's turning clockwise, or an apostrophe after the letter, which means counterclockwise. There's also wide moves, which means 2 layers are moving at the same time, which is indicated with the W before the letter, or double moves, which is indicated with the 2 after the letter. The first step of solving a Rubik's Cube is by solving the first layer. And for this, we're going to take the white face and use that as our first layer. We're going to do this by making a white cross. So we need to put each white edge piece in its correct spots while also matching the side colors that correspond with the edge pieces. Because we have an edge piece here, we're going to match it with the green color that is also over here. So we're going to turn it there. We want that. We're going to do this with all the pieces like so, and play around with this step because this is how you understand how each piece moves. There we go. We have a white cross there. In order to solve the rest of the first layer, we'll need to know this simple algorithm called the sexy move. R, U, R prime, U prime, or L prime, U prime, L, U. We're going to need to find the white corner pieces in the top layer and put them above where they need to go. This piece has orange and green. We'll need to find the orange and green centerpieces so that way we can put this where it needs to go. Here is orange and green, and it needs to go here. In order to solve this, we'll need to find where the white is facing. And since the white is facing our right side, we're going to use the right version of the sexy move. R, U, R prime, U prime. Blue is right there, and so that's above the right spot it needs to go. But the white is facing this way, so we'll need to put the white side on the left and do the left version of the sexy move. L prime, U prime, L, U. If you happen to find a corner piece in the bottom layer, you just need to use sexy move to take it out. If you happen to find that the white is facing up, you just need to do the sexy move twice. Now moving on to solving the second layer of the Rubik's Cube. In order to do this, we need to find an edge piece that does not have a yellow color in the top layer. Right here, we found one, and we need to match the color that's facing us, and that would be blue. And here we've matched it. We need to find the color that is on top. It's right over here. We'll need to move that away from the side that it corresponds with, and we're going to use the left version of this algorithm since this piece needs to go over here. L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, F prime. We're going to match the color that's facing us and then find which side the color on top is. We're going to move this piece away from the color that it corresponds with, and because we need this on our right side, we're going to do the right version of this move. R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, F. And you just keep repeating this until you have the second layer solved. If you happen to find an edge piece in the second layer, just use Sexy Move to take it out and then solve the white corner back in. But now you have this edge out of the second layer. Moving on to the last and final layer, which happens to be the most complicated layer of them all. In order to do this, we'll need to solve the yellow cross, similar to how we did the white cross, but this time it's a little bit more systematic. We're going to move the front face clockwise, do a Sexy Move, then do an F prime, and we'll have an upside down L like this. We're going to do a wide move, and then do a Sexy Move, and then move both of those layers back, and now we have a white cross. If you happen to have a horizontal line like this, you just need to move the front layer, do Sexy Move, and then move the front layer back, and you already have yellow cross. Now that we have a yellow cross, we'll need to match all the edges on the yellow side in order to solve this next portion. We'll need to find two adjacent colors that already match for the yellow edge pieces, and then two edges that need a swap. The two matching ones will be in the back like so, and we'll need to do something called the zoom. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, U. And as you can see, all the edges are already solved for the yellow side. Now we'll just need to place the yellow corners in the correct spots. They don't need to be oriented correctly just yet where the yellow faces up. So in order to place the corners in the right positions, we'll just need to do this simple algorithm. And to do this, you'll need to find the right corner piece that is in the right position. So this corner piece is in between orange and green, so that's how we know that it's in the right spot. We'll just need to move this piece out of the way by using U, and then R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And we just keep doing this until all of the corners are in the right positions. As you can see, I have all four corners in the right positions. Now it's time for the scariest part, and that is to finish this solve. We do this by turning the entire cube upside down, and we just keep doing sexy moves. And I preferably do it on my right side. You could do it on your left. It's gonna work the same. We need to keep one face facing us. In this case, it's gonna be the red face, and we're gonna just do R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U. And you always want to complete that U-turn until that yellow face is facing down. Now we're just going to move this bottom layer, keeping this red side facing us. Do sexy moves until this yellow is facing down. And then we're going to move on to this corner. And you just keep doing this until everything is solved. So R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U. Do it again. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U. And here is a solved cube.
Now you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube by using the beginner's method. You now can dust off that cube that's been sitting on that shelf for who knows how long, and impress your friends, family, or whoever else with your newfound knowledge of how to solve this seemingly impossible puzzle.